What's up, YouTube? It's Matty Crisco, back for a little pre-holiday video. I've been getting a lot of questions. Well, not a lot, a few, because, I don't have that many subscribers. So, you guys keep subscribing, liking the videos, tell your friends, networking. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I've been getting a few questions about the motorcycle and what it is I ride, because I guess, you really can't tell from the videos what it is. So I thought I'd do a quick little video. Not too in-depth, but just a basic, look at my bike from the wide angle, show you what I got going on, do a little walk around. And basically it's a 2007 Street Bob. 07 was the first year of the 96-inch and the 6-speed in the Street Bob. They may have had them on other Dynas prior, but I know with the Street Bob, this is the first one. And they changed a few other things, mechanical things that I really won't get into, but there's a few things that the 06s and 05s prior didn't really, kind of some shortcomings that they changed and went back to or whatever, depending on what it was. But it's basically set up. I mean, I don't really have too much going on with it, other than basically you can see that I've got T-bars. They're Lucky Daves, Lucky 13s, which are basically just it's really a cross between a riser with some pullback and the MX style bars, really, when it comes down to it. And these bars are awesome. Wrapped around that headlight, it's a Memphis Shades gauntlet with their hardware. I looked around, I did a lot of research. I wasn't sure how I felt about the Harley one, and the Harley style. A lot of the other styles have that the light sits back and then it's got the cover over it. I don't know. I wasn't sure how I felt about that. But one of the biggest things is I didn't have a lot of money to spend. Didn't find a lot of reviews on the Gauntlet, which I'm going to do later, just a separate video on that. But for the fairing itself and the hardware is like $300. And a lot of the other guys, a lot of makers, I mean, there's a lot of, and I'm sure they're good or they may be okay or whatever. I don't really know. But by the time you bought the fairing and then the hardware and everything, you were like close to $500. And I just didn't have that. Moving back, I guess the seat, it's a fastback seat. It's made by CNC in California. I think the guy's name is Chuck and Carlos maybe. But anyway, good seat. Great seat, actually. I love it. It's about $300, which is, again, cheaper than some of the others I was looking at. I mean, $500 for a seat, man. I just didn't have it. And I was doing all this shit at once, basically. So, I was kind of budget. Did a lot of reviews on it, and it's an awesome seat. I have no complaints. I got mine in the marine grade vinyl, so it doesn't soak up water. It basically a bead up on it. You wipe it off, it's gone. You're not sitting down in a soggy seat. I just recently put this sissy bar on there. It's a HD one piece, quick detach. Probably won't leave it on there all the time. It's just on there because my weekends are spent riding with my club, and it's like 100 miles away when I go over there. So I needed something that I could strap a bag onto and not worry about filling up all my saddlebags. So I still had room for that. The saddlebags, again, I wasn't even going to run them, but I had a buddy who was shipping out to Japan. Had a good deal on them. I got these bags and a Harley Davidson, a different one with a rack and the Sessi bar and pad. I think I gave him like $300 for all of it with the bags included. There's some shortcomings on the bags, which I'll do a review on those as well. But I got to have bags because this is my daily rider, and it's too hard not to. I got too much shit to carry, really. Other than that, it came with it had some engine work, first stage. The Vance & Hines short shots staggered, because I don't think they make the equal ones anymore, sames, in black, and eventually I may change those, I may not. I love the sound of them. I'm probably losing some power, they say, and I may be, but I'm telling you right now, this bitch is already fast. We all know Dynas will do wheelies, but I like blowing people's minds when that front tire comes up. Most people don't understand or don't know that Harleys can do wheelies, but anyway, that's really about it. The other little things I've added on here is, I got a RAM mount here for my phone. This is basically just a molly bag that I had laying around. I think it came with another gear set. I put that on just to have a little extra storage, and it looks a little silly, but like I said, it's not really trying to do any sort of fashion statement. It's more about functionality for me and being able to ride this and use it as a daily rider. Oh, that's the last thing too. Is two things I did is I got this lay down license plate. I got that from like Drag Specialties, I think, or through JP Cycles. I mean, it's like $25, and I still got to get a frame, and I'm actually going to get one of those smoked out lens things that kind of hides your thing for a whole different reason. I'll talk about it some other time. But and then I changed the brake light. As you notice, I don't have any turn signals because when you put bags on, you got to take that off or relocate them. So instead of putting them back on and putting them on the license plate or some shit, I got a Moon Cycle OEM lay down brake light. That's in smoke, obviously, but the turn signals are integrated into the light. And fuck, maybe I'll just turn it on to show you that shit. But I'm happy with it. It's a super easy install. I'll show you the blinkers. It's a super easy install. Some people, it does do a run always, so it's always lit up like this on both sides, but then when you hit the blinker, obviously it blinks like that, and when you hit the brake, it all gets brighter. And for me, that's what I need, because I'm not the brainiac and I'm not a mechanic. So if it's super easy and can bolt right on, then it's thumbs up for me. Other than that, just normal high flow first stage. The guy had already done that, some of this stuff. So really everything I put into it is cosmetic, which shit was enough. It did have forward controls on it first, but I moved those back, put some mids, found some mids on eBay or from a guy online or something, but put them back to mids. The forward controls just didn't work for me. So anyways, she's not pretty, but she's pretty enough, and you know, she's better than a fat girl on a moped. So that's about it. That's how I got her set up right now. Kind of an everyday rider. She's form and function over everything else. And yeah, I've already heard the SOA comments. There's a lot of you Dyna riders, if you ride a Dyna, you know, if you got them set up anything close to this, you know, they like to crack comments and all that shit. But I tell them they need a little motorcycle education and to go back and do some research, and they'll find out what really all it's about. But nonetheless, I don't give a fuck what people think about it anyway. It's my bike, so until you give me the money to put parts on it and make it look a certain way, fuck off. My money, my bike, so I do to it what I want. That's about it. But anyways, that's a quick look at how I got my bike set up, form and function over fashion. And that's it. So here we are again, off of the top of the roof at the local hospital. One of our few rooftop escapes. Never been up here myself, actually. But anyway, as always, we'll catch you on the flip side. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up, knees in the breeze, and those knuckles in the wind. And we'll catch you later. Peace.